The countdown to the new campaign is ticking away, and Liverpool have just been handed a development that could tilt the balance in their favour before a ball is even kicked. Arne Slot's preparations for his second Premier League season in charge have been intense, but this latest twist delivers a timely surge of optimism around Anfield. With the squad already shaping up for a serious challenge, this boost could prove decisive in setting the tone for the months ahead. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool midfielder Stefan Bajcetic is nearing a return after hamstring surgery, and the 20-year-old is continuing work on his recovery alongside the first team. Bajcetic underwent surgery on his hamstring towards the end of last season, while on loan with Spanish side Las Palmas. That has seen the Spaniard miss the entirety of Liverpool's pre-season schedule, but he has continued to follow his rehabilitation program at the AXA training centre. While he could have instead stayed with the under-21s with no clear vacancy in Arne Slot's first-team squad, Bajcetic has remained part of the senior setup. He has been seen working in the indoor gym alongside his teammates, while on Wednesday he was among those filmed checking in for training ahead of Friday's Premier League opener. Bajcetic, who looks to have significantly bulked up, will not be involved against Bournemouth, but is reported to be nearing the end of his recovery work and could soon return to training. Journalist Matteo Moretto wrote on X on Tuesday that the Spaniard is into the final phase of his comeback, though he added that he is then likely to leave Liverpool on another loan. The midfielder's priority is said to be a return to La Liga, with Villarreal, Valencia, Real Betis and Rayo Vallecano all linked in the past, though clubs in Portugal and Italy are also interested. There could still be a long-term plan for Bajcetic in place at Liverpool, with the Mail's Dominic King explaining recently that the sale of Tyler Morton to Lyon was sanctioned due to the similarity between the two players. Given his long history of injuries having seemingly been overused upon his breakthrough under Jurgen Klopp, it is difficult to see a route into the first team for Bajcetic. But he earned strong reviews during his time at Las Palmas, and Slot did suggest that progress while out on loan could be key to securing a place in his long-term plans. Crucial to his chances is that Bajcetic would have no issue with homegrown eligibility, having already spent 3.5 years registered with Liverpool prior to his initial switch to Austrian side Salzburg last summer. That would mean that he would be classed as a homegrown player in the Premier League from next season, by which point he will be 21, as well as club trained in the Champions League. Now, in a huge boost ahead of the new season, Joe Gomez made his return to training on Wednesday ahead of Liverpool's Premier League opener against Bournemouth, following an Achilles injury. Gomez has missed the last 2.5 weeks of training, along with the friendlies against AC Milan, Yokohama F. Marinos, Athletic Club, and the Community Shield loss to Crystal Palace. But the versatile defender is now back in training and could soon be in contention for matchday involvement again. Liverpool worked at the AXA training centre throughout Wednesday as they prepare for the visit of Bournemouth on Friday night, with Gomez rejoining his teammates for indoor and outdoor work. Also involved again was James McConnell, with the young midfielder having built up his fitness and game time during pre-season, with the under-21s after an ankle issue. McConnell has now resumed training with the senior squad, though is expected to leave the club on loan after signing a new contract. A strong squad were put through their paces in the Kirkby Sunshine, including Ryan Gravenberch, who missed the Community Shield following the birth of his daughter. The Dutchman will not be part of the squad to face Bournemouth, however, as he is suspended due to the red card he picked up on the final day of last season. That means Arne Slot will turn to either Curtis Jones or Alexis McAllister, both in training on Wednesday, to join Dominik Szoboszlai and Florian Wirtz in midfield. Gomez's return comes at a timely juncture, with Liverpool advancing on deals for 2 new defenders. Talks are ongoing with Crystal Palace for Mark Guehi, with an agreement expected at £35 million, while Parma defender Giovanni Leone is set to join in a deal worth around £30 million. It remains to be seen if Connor Bradley will be past fit for Friday's opener, but Jeremy Frimpong should start at right back regardless. In other news, Liverpool are edging closer to securing Marc Guéhi in a decisive move to reinforce their defence this summer, with highly rated teenage centre-back Giovanni Leoni also firmly on the radar. Arne Slot's squad overhaul has been nothing short of sweeping. A new striker, an attacking midfielder, 2 fullbacks, and 3 goalkeepers have already arrived. Yet, for all the activity, the centre-back position has remained glaringly under strength. The sale of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen stripped away one of the few options behind the first-choice pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate. Beyond them, the injury-hit Joe Gomez and the rarely seen Reece Williams are the only senior cover available. Slot has publicly played down concerns, while Van Dijk has pushed for forward-thinking additions. Behind the scenes, however, Liverpool's recruitment team have clearly recognised that this is a gap too risky to ignore. Talks for Guéhi have intensified in recent weeks, especially after Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish admitted that their defensive talisman would have to be sold this summer if he refused to extend his contract. The Times report that Liverpool and Palace are in advanced negotiations over a deal worth an initial £30 million, with a further £5 million in add-ons, notably less than the £40 million valuation floated earlier this summer. In truth, if Guéhi had more than a year left on his deal, his value as an England international in his prime would likely have doubled. Palace have already turned down serious money for him, rejecting a £65 million bid from Newcastle last summer and a £70 million January offer from Spurs. According to Fabrizio Romano, Guéhi has agreed personal terms with Liverpool, leaving only the final agreement between the clubs to be settled. At the same time, Liverpool are making progress on another ambitious defensive target. Parma's towering 19-year-old Giovanni Leoni is attracting similar financial discussion, with figures between £30 million and £35 million being reported. Romano says talks are at an advanced stage, while the Times go further, claiming Slot's side believe Leoni is the best of the young centre-backs in Europe. Leoni's resume is still in its infancy, just 17 Serie A appearances, all of them last season, as Parma fought their way clear of relegation. To put that in perspective, a dozen Liverpool players logged more top-flight minutes in a single campaign than Leoni has managed across his entire career. If Liverpool can push both transfers over the line, Slot will have transformed one of his squad's weakest areas into a position of real strength. Guéhi's proven Premier League pedigree, combined with Leoni's towering potential, would not only add depth, but also inject fresh energy into the heart of the defence. For a side aiming to defend their title and compete on all fronts, it could be the decisive summer business that ensures they remain at the summit. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.